Hey, welcome back to the channel, my friends. This is Steve Callaway on Steve Callaway 1 on YouTube. Steve Callaway without the 1 is just me, right? So, we are going to watch the second part of this um, event here with a-aron Reacts. And I think most of you know a little bit about a-aron, maybe not, I think, but he has some history in uh, jazz, and so he has that perspective to bring to the table, and he's a good talker. So let's go ahead and listen to the second part of this. Again, I apologize for the video quality. The first video, it cleared up after just a minute or two. Let's see what happens on this one. I see it's already blurry, but I think it might clear up. Let's go see.
Right, so I admit I've done screwed up, but I'm going to do what it takes. Again, we go back to the love theme of this, 10 or 17-year-old where everything is drama. That beat was grooving. And again, now going back to my comment from the first one, Love Don't Let Me Go. It's more poppy. Now, I feel like trying to cater to the more mainstream type of things, but in this case, it is Angelina Jordan genre.
I think we've all been in a similar situation, wanting to take the blame in order to save a relationship.
Yeah, good point.
I think
good
that's
point.
something.
Yeah, I'm willing. Again, I'm going to repeat
And
it.
yet, while she's got all this grief and willing to take the blame for this, she finds positives in it that she can feel the breeze while she falls.
Beautiful, beautiful. So the point was, we've all been in that place where, relationship. If I miss something, feel free to restate it. But where it's so much going on that she's willing to take the blame to move forward. And sorry, say that last part again about the way
She finds a positive in it, even in the midst of all that grief, that she's taking in the breeze while she falls.
Yeah, that's a very, very astute point. She's finding the positive in it, taking in the breeze while she's falling. I commented on this. In fact, I was talking about it last night at dinner too. How suspicious minds. By moving the bridge up front and by really just blaring at you, wailing right from the get-go, let our love, like she's changed this concept of this repeating, we're caught in a trap, right? That kind of feeling and sentiment, focusing on we can't move forward is the sentiment of the original Suspicious Minds. Too similar to what you just said, focusing on the good in it. Let our love live on. This is the good piece. Let's focus on that. And that was one of the things I thought was so brilliant in that. But here again, your point is very, I think, spot on, is focusing on the good that comes with it. Amazing. Anything else? I love this, guys.
Yeah.
I got a quick thing. You just mentioned about the genre. I've been saying on my channel for a long time now that I think there's an actual Angelina genre now of music.
Yes.
And I think it's Spotify. I went and I looked under, how they put the genre description down. Sometimes there's one or two or 16 different things that they put underneath that to try to describe the genre. And I think to me, it's the collection. She has everything in there pretty much. It's her genre. And I think it'd be appropriate.
Do you have those cards that you gave me last night? So I want to show this to the camera.
There was never any doubt that Angelina would create her own genre.
So these cards that we were passing out yesterday, it says retro, pop, jazz, blues, R&B. I can't even read it anymore. Soul, soft rock. And so I was also telling some folks yesterday that, prior to Angelina Jordan, my current favorite jazz artist is James Morrison, trumpet player. And I was actually showing a 17-piece big band where he plays all of the instruments himself and the drums. And he said, I figured I'd stick to music. He often is quoted with one of his own songs. I don't even remember what it is. He literally says, well, it's a pop calypso reggae, and he names off like 20 different things type of blend song as they go to introduce it. And yeah, I feel like that's the only way to describe Angelina is as her own genre. I actually moved immediately beyond that comment. I'm glad you brought it up. But yeah, that's kind of what I meant is you can't categorize this in any way other than it's her own thing. And I feel like that's what she needs to break through, but she can't sway too far, at least initially, from the mainstream stuff. Because I don't think it'll just work. At least going, scale she needs to. And she knows that. Because this is so different from everything else I've heard from her. Everything else. I've not heard her, she's in the pocket with that. Like, just take a step back. I'm going to shift my posture like, yeah.
That's part of the reason I chose this as number 2, because it's so different from the first one.
Okay. All right, how are we doing on time? Okay, we're pretty good. All right, anything else for this one? Are you guys having fun?
Yeah.
I'm Steve, by the way.
Yes,
How you doing?
pleasure.
Number 5, Good and Goodbye.
All right, and by the way, I don't know if you have comments on, but if anybody there has like a question or comment, feel free to jump in.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but if you have a question, throw it in here, okay?
How many watching, Steve?
Yeah.
Not that many. I just had to shut it off and restart it, so I'm on like 14 or something, but
Okay.
14 is better than 0.
Good and goodbyes. That's an interesting title. I think it plays on what we were just talking about. Finding the good in the goodbyes. All right, here we go. What number on the track is this?
5.
Number 5. Okay, so we want 1, 4, 5, yeah?
Yep.
All right. Good and goodbyes.
It's very low to start, so your volume's okay. It'll
I hear it
fade.
fine here.
Yeah.
It builds up.
Is that an actual bass guitar? Everything else is synth before.
You had me so, didn't listen to my gut, tell me no. Cause your eyes are so slow, me to fall. Got up in my mental, play me like a
Oh!
film. But now I see that you never meant no good for me. You're the devil with angel wings. Behind me like a shadow, I'm going up the ladder. I met her, my light is shining as bright as the sun. I don't do darkness, so you cannot come with me.
Oh! Oh my goodness.
Free bird learning to fly. That's a good and goodbye.
Yes.
Right now it's a white side. Got the sky till you dry. That's a good and goodbye. Oh yeah, that's a good and goodbye. It hurts sometimes when they push you on the edge of your mind. But comparison will rob you blind. Got you feeling all empty, wondering
There's a lot there.
Dense lyrics.
Wow. Wow.
Correct.
Okay, I talked about swagger on the last one, but oh heck no. Like, absolute rhythmic mastery on this one. I mean, she is so, look, the discipline to be comfortable with silence between the beats, to have a staccato, laid back, and then to play with you to go da 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 da, like to switch between the 3 and the 2 in her melody, and then melodically she's going all over, and the delivery, hitting in those special moments when she hits those peaks, and one of those lyrics, I just wanted to scream. Or was it?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There was a lot, but one of them,
Get used to it.
my light is shining as bright as the sun. I do darkness, so you cannot come with me. Get out of here. I gotta hear that again. Where was that? So this finding the peace I may cut.
Every soul didn't listen to my gut coming on. Cause your eyes are so slowly to fall. Locked in my middle, play me like a fiddle. But now I see
The beginning of the top. My second verse beginning.
okay,
second line.
angel wings. Behind me like a shadow, going up the ladder. I met her. My light is shining as bright as the sun. I don't do darkness, so you cannot come with me.
And that's the other thing. I'm so glad I went back for the first time. Now I know I'm doing the out of order or whatever, but the first time in this album, she's like, "Oh yeah, I've got some vocal chops, by the way, and here's a little taste of some of what I can do." Right? And she's playing with that. It's like on the lyric. Not sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry.
But that's 10
Come on! You want to tag me down? Oh, heck no, I'm going forward. I don't do darkness, sorry. That's, go live in your own place. Oh, thank you.
But the
I'm testing you.
not story. It blends in with what comes next about her story, her history.
Yes.
But yeah, someone also mentioned up to the ladder. But even before that, you're the devil with angel wings. So, look, you come to me, and I've been rewatching the show Lucifer recently, which is a fun one. It's wild, but it's a fun one if you haven't seen that. And by the way, the version of Creep on Lucifer is fantastic. He sings on the piano, it's beautiful. But you have this nice guise of these angel wings that you come and you taunt me. But you're the devil.
Yeah.
And I don't do darkness. I'm climbing up the ladder. I'm moving forward. You can't hold me back. I'm sorry.
No, because I'm meant to be.
Yeah.
And it's written in my destiny.
But not sorry. Not sorry.
Not sorry.
Well, no, not sorry. Not sorry. Wow.
I think.
Okay, this one was good.
I think he's talking about, and for some time, when they push you to the edge of your mind, when comparisons will rob you blind, because everybody's comparing her to so many other artists. She said, no, I'm me.
Yeah, I mean, again, when I did the first one, Well, Don't Get Me Blind, I mentioned, right? Because I really did get that feel from that beat right out of the gate. I really did get that feel of Amy Winehouse. Now, I've seen some comment battles recently. As it relates to Angelina Jordan and Amy Winehouse. And I know some people can get a little heated when it comes to that. Some people saying that she's cloning Amy Winehouse and things to that effect. How dare you say that with this song? right? In fact, how dare you say this is anything but the Angelina Jordan genre with this one? Because she is encapsulating so many elements into this. And then the lyrics to boot.
Right.
Who is this girl? Right? I love it. I love it. I could totally see this
Keeps coming.
rising on the charts.
This should win a Grammy for songwriting.
This is the
Yeah.
This whole EP is for coming.
Well, I've been very disappointed so far.
Well, Diamond is next, so that'll.
That should be last.
So, Diamond, I remember hearing some of from 10 Years in the Making.
Right.
In fact, I think there's 2 or 3 of these I've heard. Fire and Rain, I feel like I heard some of that.
There's a fair bit of that.
And what else? There was one more, I think.
Love to let me go.
I think Love Don't Let Me
Yeah,
Go.
I think there was bits, but I was so engorged in the 10 Years in the Making, I don't think I really listened much to that one. Because I did recognize, yeah, I think that line a little bit. But I do remember the lyrics, Diamond, specifically. I don't know if I recognize the song, but I just, so everybody's aware, I did hear some of that. But I was not listening in the same way I will be now, that's for sure. But, okay, so you think Diamonds is next?
I think, I don't know.
No, I have Fire and Rain
Okay.
next. Is that incorrect?
No, that's probably right.
I think I went by the order you gave me.
Yes. Actually, yes, that sounds like something I would do.
This feels very Adele to me.
We'll see.
But just to give you a heads up, she wrote this for her angels.
Really?
Yes.
For us.
Okay. Repeat just in case the audio was not very good. She wrote this song for her angels. Can you care to elaborate? You want to come up
Oh,
and
yeah,
talk?
I'll let you listen to the
Oh,
song.
okay. Good point.
But it's
Just
just
shut up, baby.
You know.
All right. Fire and Rain.
If I go far from home, I still know I'm not alone. You're wherever I'll be, 'cause I carry you with me. If the sky gets too dark, I just remind myself I need DC, 'cause I carry you with me. Ain't no mountain high that I'm not gonna climb. No river is too wide.
Her sound is changed.
With you by my side, I know I'm alright. Sweet dreams are made. The good times cold. Ain't no mountain high that I'm not gonna climb. No river is too wide, valley too low. The places that I
There we go again.
fire in. Keep throwing on my way. I know how much I can take. I get stronger from the pain. Fire in. Try to break me, I'll be okay. I risk it all, I know I'm brave. Getting stronger every day. 'Cause I'm never going down. Never gonna ever hit the ground. Fire in.
Nice. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Come on. No. Stop it. No. It keeps shifting on me. So that bass, the driving that, and then the backing vocals. There's some nice little subtle touches here. This song feels like a theme song for some teenage girl trying to push forward. Fire and rain, fire, fire, fire. That's the intensity. I don't care what you throw at me. You can give me the most challenging, most intense thing in my face. Give me that waterfall. Right? But you can also throw that rain, my depression, my tears. And it doesn't matter.
Not just a teenage girl, but.
I know, but I'm putting it into that perspective.
I understand, but so you know, when I first heard this, I sent word out to everybody I shared it with. That's my theme song. But then I heard Diamonds.
No spoilers allowed here. No spoilers allowed. No, I mean, I agree with you. I specifically mentioned for a 17-year-old girl because I'm trying to frame it in the context of her putting this out and the timing of it and everything, right? But I agree. And, you know, this is such a strong message. I've given, you know, motivational speeches. I've listened to a lot of people, and I think that, you know, these types of songs that, you know, no matter where you're at, you know, push forward and kind of go, and it doesn't matter what you can throw at me, you know, making it your own thing actually does truly empower people. And I feel like that's what she's trying to get at here. She's trying to empower people. This isn't her.
Well, like she said, it's for her angels,
Yeah, exactly.
right? She carries us wherever she goes. We're always with her. And we inspire her and she inspires us. It works both ways.
Amazing. So, on that note, this hasn't been released publicly yet. You'll get it. Actually, I was going to flip the switch and make one of you live. As I was going into this, I forgot. But for my members, you've seen it. But my reaction number 99, I do Million Miles Live. And I wanted to do something special for this concert. I talk about it there, so I'm not going to go ad infinitum with it again. But I had written some lyrics, alternative lyrics for Million Miles.
Wow.
And you actually could hear me sing very, very horribly on it, to essentially demonstrate how they might work. But it was the premise that Million Miles, she wrote from the perspective that, well, I interpreted it from the perspective of herself and her grandfather, but when she did it live, she talked about it's for everybody who has that lost one that can hold on to it and so forth. So she kind of portrayed it and projected it in that way. My reinterpretation of her Million Miles lyrics is that it's not just that one person or that you're alone. It's a symbiotic relationship where she says, I'm not never alone. I say, no, you're not ever alone. We're here for you, but we also remember all your smiles and your memories. And you know, when you were growing up, it starts off and so forth instead of when I was growing up. And so it's that duplicity, it's that symbiotic relationship that she, of course, means so much to all of us. But my point was, I wanted her to know that we have her back too. And I think that's important as well. And I think she obviously knows that, but that was the point of the reimaging. But yeah, to your point, her putting this out there, saying that, you know, this is for you, I support you, how can I help you grow? It is a community. There's no doubt. I think we'll see more of that tonight. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Hey,
Cool.
Steve,
Anything else on this?
how many you got on there now?
Not very many, 28, I think.
10:25.
Okay, so
Diamond.
everybody has hyped this up. And I said this at dinner yesterday, and I've learned a lesson in the angel community, that when people hype things up, one seatbelt is not enough. Right? I'm talking roller coaster where they strap you in and then the third person comes by to check you. Right? The doctor shows up with the stethoscope to make sure you're alive before we start this. So I'm expecting something great here. So here we go. This is Diamond. And again, I did hear some bits and pieces of this in 10 years in the making. But I tried as best as I could to try to tune songs. I am trying to tune songs out that I haven't really heard yet in that type of situation. So it might be a little bit of a spoiler, but I'm going to do my best to, well, I'm going to be honest first of all, but then I tried to kind of shield it. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Bring it on, my heart is strong. There's nothing I won't do. Try to knock me down, scorch the ground. The smoke will be my proof. Without you stole, I found my soul. What you don't understand is that pressure builds, but I'm here still, like diamonds in the sand. I glow like fireflies in the dark, and I know that even when life is hard, I'm shining.
Yes!
With my head so high, my heart wide open, so turn off the lights. I shine even more bright.
Yes!
I told you now I'm about to show you, so turn off the lights. I shine even more bright. So turn off
Whoa! Rapping. Yes! Going right back to it. Too much. Yes! Oh! Yes! 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 Yes!
That's why it should have been the last song, that's a mic drop song.
Holy cow! What just happened?
But this is a
Angelina just rapped. That's what just happened.
Recovering actor. Oh my gosh. But she did a million things. But yes, she just rapped.
A rapper reacted to her before and said she can do every genre but rapping. So she said, okay.
Hold my shoe.
And again, I feel like I kind of almost have to start with the lyrics because there was one that was just so potent. Shining like a supernova. A supernova is a star exploding. It's its end of life. Billions, I think it's even hundreds of billions of degrees. Like a supernova is no, so I geek out a little bit on some of this stuff, sorry. A supernova is said that if a supernova occurs anywhere in the Milky Way galaxy, you can see it. And it's actually, I believe, known to potentially shine over a distant galaxy if it were to occur. So she's saying that, like, I'm a supernova, turn down the lights, I'll shine like a firefly, a diamond in the sand, just like, I am so here in your face, like, boom, right? Like, and it's so crazy because it's like, turn down the lights, I'm gonna shine even brighter. But how do you even need that with a supernova? Like, there's just so, go ahead.
Yeah, the references to things that she said before, and in her book also, when she was 8, doing a promo tape before the final, I told you how much I love to sing. Now I'm going to show you.
Amazing.
And when she was 9 and published the book, there's a line in there that killed me. And it said, for a star to shine, there has to be darkness.
Wow.
The wisdom's not.
Wow. But she don't need any darkness to shine.
Yeah.
Right?
But she's even more bright
Yeah.
when you turn up the light.
But the thing is, she was 8, 9 years old when she made those comments. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, this is somebody that's 8, name another 8-year-old that thinks that.
Anyway, has anybody talked to you about the journal?
About the fact that she writes in her journal all the
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember her, wasn't it 10 years in the making? I feel like she
Yeah.
said that she writes in her journal daily or something.
And all the lyrics for her songs come out of her journal.
Yeah, and someone said fairly recently, I think it was a comment, that in writing this album, she had to choose from hundreds of songs.
Yeah.
So I said this yesterday, and you're probably going to hear me say this in countless reaction videos in the near term, but it's only a matter of when. I do not believe the world can contain this girl, right? I feel like many of you have concerns. I'm just gauging based on comments I see. That, you know, I hope and pray that Angelina makes it big and, you know, when is it? I don't think it's feasible that a world exists where the world does not discover her and the way that she's a supernova. You can't shield your eyes from that genre of Angelina-dom. Like, there's nothing you can do. She's going to burst on the scenes. It's only a matter of when. And, you know, obviously her family knew all along. I mean, gosh, I choke up every time I think about this. But one of the most monumental moments in my short 5 months now Angelina journey, which, by the way, when I first started reacting to Angelina, I had to kind of shield myself from naturally going Angelina Jolie. And now I don't think that thought, like, and who's Angelina Jolie? Right? But anyway, it was on Norway's Got Talent, the back scene with Sarah, where she said it was at that moment she realized she had to share Angelina with the world.
That's the very first song when he sang it.
Yeah. And that is so powerful, right? Can you imagine being a parent, realizing, oh my God, I knew I had a star. I could see this. I mean, how could she not already? But the actual realization, the materialization of that is unreal, right? And so I think her family and she and everybody around her has known all along that, you know, her journey is already painted. There was a reaction I did fairly recently, maybe it was Big Bang Bang, where she talked about the continued feedback is the thing that keeps driving her to, or what was 10 years in the making, I think. Yeah. Continues to stretch her and her goals, and she wants to, you know, continue to stretch and move that bar. So for her own sake, she doesn't need the stardom. She doesn't need it. She could care less about it, I believe. But I think she feels it's necessary. Holy cow, I'm running on my battery. I think she feels it's necessary because she knows the gift she has to give the world. I do need to pause and plug in. We have one or two more.
One thing.
Okay, so I think we're good on time, but let me plug in before my machine dies.
Well, the whole world's gonna hear her in the near future. She's the singing voice for the 2026 World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yes.
Well, a few people watch that.
Yeah, just a few people watch that. And so she's gonna be
You live streaming out the whole thing?
No, I'm just recording.
Recording?
For him
Yeah.
to incorporate.
Yeah, some of the games are gonna be played at Sophie Stadium where, you know, she does the commercial for Sophie.
I need to know where to send this if he wants any
I
of
heard
it.
that beef.
He can get it off to YouTube, but I can send him this if he wants it.
Yeah. It was like with Red One.
Are we having fun?
We never do.
Yes.
We never do before that.
All right, I just shifted.
There were,
that card
Professor
too.
Blair plays
Oh, thank you.
English type.
Yeah.
Callaway. Yeah, there's no reason that plays.
I think we're gonna make it.
I would imagine Angelina's probably written a couple songs as like, you know, Queen, I mean, Freddie Mercury was a genius. I mean, when he came out with We Are the Champions,
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, what in the world is going on with Queen? They started out as just a sheer hard rock band
Yeah.
that I loved. I bought all their early albums, and Night of the Opera just blew everybody away because it was just so different with Bohemian Rhapsody and everything else. And then they continued to just change, and then like, what are these songs? But We Are the Champions will be sung until the end of time.
So that one specifically, I have a lot of ties to because I grew up in Detroit, and the Pistons, the Bad Boys, you know, because the golden era in 88, 89, 90, 91, right? They were competing with the Bulls and the Celtics for basketball championships. And when they won the back-to-back championship, it was Queen that was playing on every radio, everywhere you go.
Yep.
Everywhere. We are the champions.
We are the
You
champions.
could not get enough of that song. So I grew up, right? I was born in '79, so I was, you know, going on 9, 10 years old as that came around. I didn't know Queen before that.
Wow.
So that was my introduction to Queen.
Really? Well, Freddie made sure his music would last forever.
Yeah.
All right. We're back to it. A short little break. That was planned.
Maybe you should give your cart a little twist. That camera's staring straight at me now. There you go.
Isn't that what we intended?
No. That's why I think out of frame, intentionally.
All right. You know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something different for this last one.
So the reason
You guys ready for this?
the reason I put this last is because I wanted a video.
No, that doesn't quite work. Okay, I'm gonna still do something different. Sorry, go ahead.
The reason I put this last is because I wanted a video at the beginning and the end.
Keep talking. Wanted the video at the, oh, it's at the video.
Yeah, there's only 2 videos on the EP.
I'm gonna sit with you guys. That's fine.
Oh.
But I think have some fun with it. Why not, right? That's not the best. I gotta come in a little bit more. I was gonna have my back to you, and I was like, that's silly. Because I was gonna be an audience member, but that doesn't work. All right, so now now I'm the fool. Oh crap, then I need lyrics even though they're there. Although I think what we've been doing where I don't necessarily look at them right away is okay. But, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna copy and paste these lyrics into my notes so that I've got them in front of me so we can stare at the video also. This right here is behind the scenes a-aron, by the way. This is the kind of thing that I'll do like to get ready. And I'm vociferously writing notes often that I'm not doing much right now. When I'm reacting, you don't see when I'm like this one. All right.
Yeah, you do your homework, which is rare.
All right, here we go. Now I'm the fool. All right. This is which number?
Number 2 on the album.
Number 2. All right. So now that I'm going to sit down, it means, oh, that was a silly point in terms of the lyrics. I forgot I was going to do that. All right, whatever. We'll make it work. Here we go. Now I'm the fool.
What can I do when you tell me I deserve someone better than you? You ain't know how to break a heart in two. Never had a plan to fall
generated so much heat during this recording. So the fire department turned up.
Yeah.
She took pictures with the fireman's axe.
Yeah. They got a new smoke machine.
Yeah, you got a new smoke machine.
Yeah.
It kept setting off the fire alarm.
The smoke machine is her
You know, by the way, it was Mary's birthday. It was Mary's birthday.
Yeah. She did a live stream. And so we were watching the live stream, and you're like, oh my goodness, a fire alarm went off.
alarms are going out.
On her little live stream.
Who's the fool now?
Yeah. And then it shows her going outside and looking at, it was raining that day, and so the fire trucks came, and then she walks outside and looking at the fire trucks, and goes like, oh my goodness, I'm barefoot, you know.
So, another quote song, I want to start with just that bass line. I could see a lot of bass players playing that, right? Just going to town with that. This initially, right out of the gate, again, I've got, in the first couple seconds, then I realized it was very different, but my instant reaction from the get-go was, again, that kind of Amy Winehouse feel. Then I realized, no, it has its absolute own spin. This one, what I love especially about this performance is she didn't do a lot of, right, if you looked at the notes of what she sang on a sheet music, she didn't do a lot with it. It's not a very difficult piece. But I dare another vocalist to sing this like that. I dare them, right? Like, her vibrato is on display here. I mean, all the little subtleties that she's doing vocally, that sound, that is the song. I mean, the lyrics are incredible, it's got a nice little groove, but her sound on this one, I mean, obviously in all of them she sounds amazing, but on this one, the simplicity of it.
It's interesting you say that because there have been quite a few covers of Love Don't Let Me Go from other people. But has anybody seen the cover of this? I don't think there has been.
Good luck.
It's too difficult.
Good luck.
Good luck with it.
Right? Like, good luck. It's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else could turn fool into a 6-syllable word.
Well, that was the other thing, is that the choice of what words and what syllables she enunciates on is clearly selective, and it just highlights. And you know what? Again, going back to the whole dang album is about, you know, the love and turmoil and also, you know, a lot of this, we talked about theme song and so forth, but you know, a lot of it is the emotional struggle throughout, you know, all of the album, right? And here, she takes on a different spin, right? Looking in the face and looking back at the lyrics, but
Well, Aaron, can you see that these songs tie into the title that she chose for the EP of Old Enough?
yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that yet, but yeah. So just the general, I'm a fool to want you. That, you know, it's evident that, you know, you're no good, or that this isn't right, or that I should walk away, but I can't. Like, how silly of me. And you know, this is that. You know, that waterfall, that it's uncontrollable, right? I mean, even though a waterfall has the same rocks and ridges, if you look at how it lands, it's different, you know, every millisecond, essentially. It's uncontrollable, even though it's a constant stream. So that line and the other one about her heart pouring on, or waterfall into her heart.
Pouring from a heart.
Yeah. I feel like that applies here because that feeling is so strong that, you know, I'm a fool to want you, but I can't control it. It's just too intense. It's too overwhelming.
She's yelling at the person who has angel with devil wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
The haters, the naysayers.
What time is it? I think we have
Or whatever.
10 minutes to 11 here.
Yeah. So, okay. I really, really want to say thank you to all of you and on the recording. Probably should say that here. this has been a lot of fun, but again, I wanted to do something special. Not because it's 100, but it's just symbolic, right? It just shows, you know, I mean, 100's a big enough number that I've done enough Angelina, but, you know, especially when I sit down with you folks and talk, I realize I know nothing. I have a long way to go, but that's okay because we know that she's special, right? We know that there's nobody else like her, and it's not arbitrary that while there's many other artists that I've started to react to in my channel, and some I've done more than others, there's no surprise that I've done maybe 240 total reactions, and 100 of those are Angelina, right? That is not arbitrary. And so it's been an absolute pleasure to date. I'm definitely looking forward to more, and I think what better fitting way, at least for those in the room, but really for everybody that's, you know, remote and going to watch this as well, because there's more video to be coming from it. You know, I hope this is a good way to kick off your day into what's going to be an absolute epic rest of the day. And, you know, definitely enjoy the rest of the day. I know we're hanging out for a couple hours here shortly, and then we got the concert. So enjoy it. Feel free to grab me in the sideline or whatever. You know, I know this was an early start, but I hope it was fun and worth it. And again, thank you.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron.
The great news is he's done 100 videos. He's got a couple hundred more to go.
I did stop recording though, by the way.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So that wraps up the Aaron's live stream on
By the time I get through them, there's probably going to
There'll be more concerts too.
So we do have to start wrapping up.
that wrap. Yeah, Aaron's got to pick up, and we got to get out. He rented the studio for this period of time.
People to, even if you're not able to help, kind of where kids go or came from.
And that'll wrap it up for this one, and we'll see you guys later. I'll try to get this up as soon as I get back into my home so I can work on it. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Oh, there's your EP.
Amazing.
Pretty brilliant, huh?
Okay, well, that wraps that up. And I tried to stay quiet during the video. Like I didn't talk a lot while I was filming either, because it's Aaron's show, not mine. And I don't need to interject myself any more than I need to, I guess. So, also, I didn't talk during this one very much because, well, again, it's Aaron's show. It's not mine. Well, actually, it kind of is my show once I take the video and come and start reacting to it. But, yeah, I apologize for the video quality. It was just the only thing I can say is when I was filming it, looking at my phone, it was crystal clear. And after this, we went, the next event was BJ's, and, no, excuse me, after this we went to the theater, the Alex Theater. Early, it was probably around noontime, I would guess, maybe by the time we got there, give or take a little bit. And we just went out, we were outside, we were looking at the billboards and had a little fun there. Then shortly after that, we went down to BJ's where where we were going to have the fan gathering from 2 to 5. This ended at 11, started at 9, and so the timing was kind of like one thing after the other. So I all the other videos came out crystal clear. So I'm thinking here it was actually Aaron, I guess, rented the studio to do this live reaction to the EP, and I don't know, maybe it was just building type that we were in. We weren't only on I think we were only on the second floor, so it wasn't very high up, and the building wasn't very tall either. I think that was it. It might have only been 2 stories. So why the video quality was so bad or the reception was so bad, I don't know. But the most I could get anywhere along in there was 2 bars, and that was sporadic at best. So I apologize for that, but you could hear things pretty well. It broke up here and there, but hey, what do you want? It's a live thing. And on my end, looking at my phone, it was perfect. So it's like, who knew? Until I got home and looked at it, I said, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Of course, when it's live, you can't go back and do it again, right? So this is my raw footage. I haven't done anything to it. There was 2 videos because I had to stop it at one point because I had to go out in the hallway and talk to Bob. And other than that, it's the raw footage of the whole thing. I didn't change it. That's kind of that's my thing that I do is I try not to change things too much. Let them be raw and you can see the whole thing here. So that's it. Well, I hope you liked that. Thanks for watching. Some people might say, well, Steve, why are you doing a video of a-aron? He's kind of like a competitor of yours, isn't he? I don't look at it that way. All the reactors out there are out there, hopefully the authentic ones, the genuine ones, are out there helping to promote Angelina Jordan. So the more the merrier. And like with most things in life, the cream rises to the top. I'm not sure who the cream is, but there's a lot of there's a lot of reactors out there that do a way better job than I do. They got better equipment, better setup. They know what they're doing. I don't, and that's fine. I knew when I got into this, I didn't have the skill set at all, and all I can bring to the table is me. So you're going to see me bumbling, fumbling, and stumbling. So that's basically where it's at. But it is fun to watch all the fans that are in that room. I mean, I don't know if you probably didn't recognize most of them. The one in the picture here to the right, that's James Thiel. Maybe you recognized him or his voice from his videos. He's not in most of his videos, but he's in a few. And you also saw Steve Ackerman was there, Ken Gell, Andy Schnell was there, Les Gray all the way from London was there. He was the one that was behind. And then was Adair Martin, my friend, was there. There was a lot of people there. Bob Palmer was there. Who else? Oh, I don't know. I can't even remember them all. Okay, sorry. I know I skipped a few of you. I'm sorry about that. Everett was there. Trying to run down through my memory banks. But yeah, these are all great fans, great reactors, some of them. And, this is the community that a-aron was talking about. The community of fans is just outstanding. Doesn't get any better than that. They're there to have fun, but they're there to promote Angelina and to be there to support her. How do you show support? If you're able to, you go to the concerts, you buy a ticket, maybe buy a t-shirt or something. That's how you support your favorite performer. By attending and by helping out wherever you can. And if you can't do that, well, that's why I make these kind of videos. If you couldn't make it for any reason, I hope you enjoy doing this. You can see the room wasn't full of people. It was some people were invited, some people knew about it, some people didn't know about it. So, not that it was a secret, but we're getting word around sometimes it isn't that easy. And I mean, I just found out about it basically the night before, and I thought, yeah, why not? Let's go start the day that way. What better way to start the day? Talking about Angelina. So let's wrap it up, guys. It's been a long video, and I don't want to take your entire day up. So we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.